Is it working? Is it going? I guess I'm live, like right now. There's no pause. No time to wait, Dr. Jones. Oh yes. Good afternoon. It is happening. Believe it or not, check it out. Yo, it's me, Pogokero, with yet another important, controversial, pirate broadcast. Donald, Fascist Invasion. Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? I mean, people, everyone, hello. Welcome. I'm wearing a Hawaiian t-shirt. Not because I'm a proud boy and not because I'm a nationalist. Fuck those, screw those guys. They're bad people. Like, Black Lives Matter. Like, no, I'm wearing the Hawaiian t-shirt because I bought this like years ago. It's a really nice shirt. And like, I'm half Asian, right? I'm allowed to wear a shirt without meaning white supremacy. Screw white supremacy. I hate white supremacists. It's not their shirt to take. It's not their culture. Why do they get to appropriate it? That's dumb. That's so stupid. Like, oh man, white supremacists are so stupid. It's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? A bunch of white dudes who think white is the best are gonna come and just jack someone else's culture and claim it for their own? Screw you. This is my shirt. It's not yours, white supremacist. Get out of here. You look like a doofus wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Get out of here. God, white people. Those white supremacists, man. That's exactly what they do, though, right? That's exactly what they do. They go in and take other people's stuff. That's the whole nature of their entire ideology. White supremacy is essentially going in to other people's places and taking their stuff. Right? Like, I'm not exaggerating. Look at the history. I gotta maintain attention and concentration at this point because, like, anything could come kill me. Oh, like that. Okay. Let me get to the safe place. Yeah. I'm not hating on white people, right? I'm hating on white supremacists. White people are fine. As long as they're anti-racist. My problem isn't with white people per se. It's with white supremacists. And they come along and jack some other culture's stuff and claim it as their own. And it's not theirs. It's not theirs to take. So I refuse to be identified as a white supremacist because of a Hawaiian t-shirt. Nah, dude, this is representing Hawaii. I'm not from Hawaii, but I'm Asian, part Asian, by blood. So there you go. I've justified it. So white supremacists can piss off. I hate Donald Trump. Okay, so hey, let's get into it, right? Like, what's been going down? What's been going down? Let's look at this guy. He's funny. Right? Look at this guy. I put him in a cube in this stasis chamber, if you will. It's a stasis chamber. And look how dumb he is. I'm gonna drop him some gold. Dispense, he'll catch it. Right? He's gonna look at it for a bit, try to figure out what it is. And then he'll throw something else at me. And then so I just give him more gold. And like, he'll look at it and be like, wow, that's gold. Oh, gold. Oh my gosh, gold. He turns it down. And then he'll drop it and give me something else. So I have these chests full of stuff. That dude just trades me for gold. And I don't have to do anything. I just hang out. Nice, huh? Right? I don't do anything. I just like sit here and let him do all the work. in stasis chamber. Because you know why? These guys, all they care about is gold. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else. They could be under attack, and if you throw them some gold, they will stop whatever they're doing to look at the gold. So this guy doesn't even know he's in a stasis chamber. He has no idea. He's so preoccupied with looking at gold that he's gonna stay there. And he's not mad at me because I gave him that gold helmet. And he's like, oh, I love gold so much that I'm gonna ignore the fact that this dude put me in a stasis chamber. Like, what a fool. What a fool. What a fool. So yeah, that guy's doing that. I want to go. Okay, so what's been going on, guys? My goodness. Donald Trump has invaded Portland. He invaded Portland with federal agents. He invaded Portland with federal agents who have no training in crowd control and who are there because of vandalism. So let me go pull this up. I forgot to pull it up before I started. Where are you, my dude? Snip. New. Save as. Posse. Man, how do you say that? Comatus Act. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Wah, 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 wah. Where did it go? There it is. Open with infrared view. Okay, let me move it out of the way. So you can see it, the trades that this guy's doing to me. You can't even see nothing. Why don't I just extend it all the way? Okay. The Posse Comatus I don't even know how to say that. It's so bad. The Posse Comatus Act. The Posse Comatus Act is a United States federal law signed on June 18, 1878 by President Rutherford B. Hayes, which limits the powers of the federal government in use of federal military personnel to enforce domestic policies within the United States. The act was passed as an amendment to an Army appropriation bill following the end of Reconstruction and was updated in 1956 and 1981. The act specifically applies only to the United States Army and, as amended in 1956, the United States Air Force, although the act does not explicitly mention the United States Navy and the Armed States Marine Corps. The Department of the Navy has prescribed regulations that are generally construed to give the act force with respect to those services as well. The act does not prevent the Army and National Guard or the Air National Guard under state authority from acting in a law enforcement capacity within its home state or in an adjacent state if invited by that state's governor. The United States Coast Guard under the Department of Homeland Security and the United States Space Force under the Department of the Air Force are not covered by the act either, primarily because although both are armed services, they also have maritime and space law enforcement missions, respectively. The title of the act comes from the legal concept of Posse Comatus, the authority under which a county sheriff or other law officer can conscript any able-bodied person to assist in keeping the peace. Ooh, interesting. Alright, so we just learned some law today, right? Let me turn this down. We just learned some law today. Dude, I don't want to turn it down, not there. Turn it down from here. Yeah, so we learned some law today. So the Posse, this act prohibits the U.S. military from deploying inside the United States in order to enforce domestic policy. Donald Trump already broke this law. Let's see. I want to go get sand. Oh no, I need a ender chest. Where am I going? Not here. Donald Trump already broke this law. He deployed the military within the United States to enforce immigration. Now, technically, that's not domestic policy. It's foreign. Technically, it's foreign policy, but not. It can be argued that it's foreign policy, but it's not really, because immigration's only internal to the United States. It's not external. It's internal. So he already broke the law once by deploying the armed forces to guard the border from refugees. I know where I'm going. I'm gonna go dig. I'm gonna go mine. Go mining. It's pretty hot over here. I have a feeling that statement is going to be repeated like ad nauseum, because like it's going to get hotter and hotter and hotter because of climate change. Man, we're in some serious trouble. Like, it's not enough that we're in trouble. It's not enough that we're in trouble with like, I don't need that. I don't need this. I don't need this crap. Come on. Get out of here, gold. Who needs gold? Who needs gold anyways, right? I'll keep the wood. But yeah, here, just touch, it's touch. I need cobble, which is this one. Okay, my dear. Okay. What was I even talking about? Donald Trump breaking the law. Well, what's going on is a fascist coup. And I don't know like who my audience is. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only audience. I'm the only one who watches me. I'm the only one who really knows. So yeah. I'm the only one really watching. I'm the only one who really knows. This is why I have to find you. So here's what I've got to give. Like some knowledge, because if you're not paying attention to what's going on, it can get real confusing. We're in an information war. Like, I don't know if you understand what that is. So you have to understand that like life itself is information. Life itself. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Hey, that's funny. Hey, spider dude. Hey, skeleton guy. How neat. There's a whole cave system in here. Oh man, look at this. It's a big cave system. It's big. And it just gets bigger and bigger. I had no idea this was here. Alright. So what I need now is some coal. But I don't have any coal. So I'm gonna go all the way back here. Hey, more water to block off. Okay. And it didn't work. Hey, there's more. Where's it coming from? In front of it. Okay. Oh, and that's a whole thing in there too. There we go. Okay. So it's all information. Everything's information. Like, information is different than noise. Noise is just like random. And it's not useful. It doesn't really do anything. Noise is information in and of itself, but it's not useful information. It's not ordered. How about that? It's not ordered information. Ordered in a way that's useful. Because you have ordered that's not useful, I guess, but but life itself is information, is just information. Propagated through time. Literally everything's information, if you want to get down to it. Like, everything is just information. Life itself is information. It's just proteins folding in a certain pattern. That's all it is. And that pattern, that information, is the information that gets encoded when protein folds. So that's how you can say life itself is information. Because from the perspective of a DNA, everything else is just a vehicle to make sure the DNA gets replicated. That information gets replicated. Everything else is just, yeah, it's like another step in the race to spread your information. Because, like, the first information, right, is there, and it's got to get its energy from somewhere. So it's either, there's two places you can get your energy from. You either get it from the environment, or you take it from another thing that's alive, that gets its energy from the environment. Oh, time to go, stuff. I picked up all my crap. Look at that. How funny. Let's just dump it in here. Up you go, everything. I will sort you out later. But for now, adieu. Bye-bye. Okay. But, like, okay, and so, like, that's the way it was. Like, oh, I'm a one-celled organism, and I can, like, if I want to eat, I have to, like, be able to get to where you are to eat you. So, like, if I don't have that thing, then I can't go get you. So, the one-celled organism eventually, like, mutated a little tail, or like little flagellates or something, like little sticks sticking out of it. That when you move these sticks, it propelled the organism forward. It propelled the organism. It moved the organism. So now it's not just sitting there like, now it's kind of like, right? That's good stuff, right? That's good information, because now you can go and catch. You know, you can go to, instead of hoping the thing comes to you, you can now go to it and go get it. And so that was great, right? So now whatever mutation that was, that fold of information, whatever that was, gets pushed forward through time because it's working, right? It's getting a lot of energy. It's getting a lot of calories. So it can, it can survive to reproduce and make more copies of itself. So that's awesome for it, right? But if you're like a bacteria thingy, a one-cell organism that gets your energy from the environment, it's bad for you because like these things are gonna come and eat you, and you can't do anything about it. So like maybe you develop like spines or something, sticks, so that the thing can't eat you anymore. Like it can get to you, but it can't get to you. It can't get past the spikes, your spikes. Maybe you grow your own little tail that wags you along and moves you away from the thing with little pokey legs, and now you can run away, and now you don't get eaten. So your information gets propagated, and then so on and so forth, right? Because then the predator, maybe the predator like evolves a faster moving mechanism, or maybe evolves a way to get past the prickly things. I don't know. Like, I'm not a paleontologist. I can't really explain this too well. I read a book about it a long time ago. You came back so soon. Oh, you never, because, yeah, I didn't put anything in it. So what it's saying is you should have put it directly into there, dude, not what you did. What did you do? That's dumb. Just stick it in there and then make it go. No. Okay, good enough. Wow, it's a long way to go back, right? No! Back to the very big origins of life. Okay, yeah, but check this out. The problem has always been calories. Not always been calories, I mean, but like, for the most part. How do you get energy to keep your body? Oh, yeah. Because from the perspective of the gene, all it matters is that your information gets reproduced. That's all you want to do. So everything else that grows out of that is just another vehicle, another appendage to make sure that your genes that your information gets reproduced. Okay. So we can go like, okay, I don't know. It's interesting, right? Because okay, if a theory is going to be held to be universal, it has to hold across everything. It has to hold across multiple, like everything, dimensions, not dimensions. Yeah, I guess dimensions, spheres of knowledge. Yeah, I mean, okay. What I'm trying to say is that if the theory of evolution works really, really great to explain biological diversity in evolution, the mechanism of evolution, like, then it ought to be able to address consciousness, because consciousness arises out of the animal. I mean, you like from what we understand, right? If you don't have a living thing there, then you can't have consciousness. So, applying the theory of evolution to consciousness itself, how would that look? What would that look like? And a dude named Richard Dawkins, who turned out to be a right-wing asshat. So, not to say anything good about Richard Dawkins, I'm just saying he picked this idea up from another British scientist by the name of Susan Blackmore, I think, who came up with the idea of memes. You know memes, right? Memes are memes are just genes, but in idea form. So it's information not encoded in DNA, just encoded differently. Because it's all information. Remember, it's all information. Everything's information. Everything. Like, if you look at like just a piece of rock, that, you know, here, take water, right? Water is information. What kind of information is it? It's hydrogen and oxygen bound together in a particular pattern. I mean, yeah, there's like the material component of it, the manifestation of that information. But it's just information. You can make water. You can make water, literally make water. So, I mean, it's just information. Like, information, you can strip off the material component of information, I guess. Yeah, it's okay. There's information, and then there's encoded information. The encoded information is information that's somehow brought into, manifested in the real world. That's encoded information. So, yeah, water is encoded information because it's the knowledge, or you know, the components of hydrogen atom and a water atom. 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 water atom, H2O. Is it 1 hydrogen and 2 H2O? No, yeah, it's H2O, yeah. H2, which is 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. I'm hoping. I hope I don't sound dumb. Anyways, it's information, and we can literally, you know, yeah, the manifestation of it is water, but it's also just like knowledge, and that we can combine elements to make that water. You're like, it's encoding the information again. So that's how come we can say that all reality. How come I can say that all reality is coded information? Okay, so if that works on that level, right? How would we apply it to the social world? Now, I'm a I studied sociology. That's my training. So for me, the social aspect of reality is an aspect I think is overlooked all the time. All the time it's overlooked. Because it's just assumed that our experiences are intensely individualistic. Like, I can't know what it's like. I can imagine, but I can never know what it's like to be black or a woman or like anything. I can only know what it's like to be me, to know. You know, that's the experience I have. So it feels like everything's intensely personal. Like, oh, this is all about me. That's what I feel. That's my experience. It's all about me. But the me only exists in relation to the not me. and as your consciousness, as my consciousness expanded, I was able to recognize that I didn't just appear spontaneously out of nowhere, but I am part of a bigger story. That there was a world that preceded my inception, and it conditioned it. And so that world is just as much a part of me as like my own consciousness. Like the world has shaped me as much as I act upon it to shape it. So like we're bound together. In fact, if I didn't have certain material stuff, I would die. I would be unable to replicate my physical being. So the first and foremost thing you have to make sure is that your material well-being is taken care of. And that relation defines everything. The relation of the person to the material world defines everything. Because remember, everything's about energy, and at first it was the calorie. And then like things changed. We unlocked more sources of energy. But it always comes down to the calorie. It always comes down to the calorie. Because if you aren't eating, that's the biggest problem of them all. Then you cannot reproduce yourself for the next day. You have to reproduce yourself. That's life. Reproduce your information. Okay. So if the theory of evolution holds to the realm of society, ideas, and culture, to make a meme, to make this meme stuff, how would that look? And meme, it was an idea already fleshed out, and then it got co-opted and turned into like stupid image macros. But that's just one manifestation of a meme. That's the thing. Call it a fad, I guess, but not really. I don't think it's a fad. It's information that propagates. It's a vehicle through which information can propagate. Because look how the fascists appropriated stuff to make it carry their. Basically, they corrupted it. They would corrupt things that weren't theirs. The fascists. So Pepe was never intended as a right-wing symbol. The creator wasn't right-wing at all. He just made a funny cartoon, and the Nazis appropriated. They just took it and made it theirs. The tiki torches. Tiki torches have nothing to do with right-wing stuff. Nothing at all to do with right-wing stuff. But the Nazis took it over for their rally in Virginia. Right? Like, that's what they do. They don't produce their own culture. They steal people's culture. And if you understand culture as to be something real, like just as real, like it's information. They're stealing information for themselves. So that's dumb. That's so stupid. White supremacists. I hate white supremacists. Donald Trump is a white supremacist. The police are a white supremacist organization. Defund the police. It's no joke. Hey, there it is. That's what I need. Oh, hi, hoy, hey. Oh, hey, hey. All right, there be lava there. Oh, whatever. torches. And then there was light. Sweet light. Yeah, but you gotta see the demons. And the demons are not seen with the eyes, but with a different kind of eye. A different kind of vision. A different kind of vision. Man, see? The nether helm, because I'm wearing, it's got fire protection 4. That's what saves me. It's the only reason why I can survive lava. Otherwise, I would have been dead. That's funny. Oh, wow, look at that. Hey, another cave system. But this is nice to know in case I ever need obsidian, right? We got a bit of grass growing there. That's nice. I don't really need coal anymore. Oh, hey, more diamonds. Yay, diamonds. A diamond in the rough. Celebration. Celebration. Let's get down and celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. Yeah. So white supremacists. The Nazi invasion is starting to take place. Donald Trump is sending his small little tiny group of troops to all the city locations. But the problem is that he's only got like 150 troops for each. Oh yeah. Okay. So the problem is he's only got 150 troops, really, federal agents to go to each city, right? For a city of like millions and millions of people. Like, if the people really were to rise up, they'd have no chance, no hope. Even if they used live rounds, they would have no hope. They would have, the federal troops are counting on the support of the militias to help them. That's what's going on. That's the danger. The people the Second Amendment guys, who are all talking about my rights to fight the tyrannical government. The things that what they weren't telling you was that the tyrannical government they were talking about was the United States, and that their government is not tyrannical, and their government is the Confederates. Because remember, Donald Trump represents the Confederacy. Republicans represent the Confederacy, the rebirth of the Confederacy. And so they're at war with the United States. And they want to take over the government. Which is like kind of what they're doing, right? That's what Donald Trump and the Republicans represent right now, is fascist control. They took over the government. They no longer abide by the law or the Constitution. So there's only so many federal troops at his disposal right now. So what Donald Trump and the fascists are counting on is that the Boogaloo guys, the militias, are going to rise up and join the federal government, well, the Confederate government, in overthrowing the elections and just maintaining fascist control. Because there's not enough feds. They need the Second Amendment people to help them out. Now, I know there's some liberal Second Amendment people, but, I mean, come on. In my experience, not very many. Dude, what's taking you so long? I'm almost full. Kind of laggy now. What happened? So yeah, that's right. I was revealing the diamonds. The diamonds in the rough. So yeah, so what's going on right now is Donald Trump is instigating a fascist coup. The polls show him losing to Biden, like everywhere. He's intensely disliked. He's under criminal, well, yeah, all his organizations are under criminal investigation. That's why he installed Bill Barr, is to try to clean up the federal investigations into him and his family. I mean, look at, you know, they almost got him with Epstein, but he and Billy Barr managed to kill Epstein. And they tried to kill Maxwell, the Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever her name is, the woman who fetched young girls for these billionaires. So they tried to kill that investigation. That didn't work out, right? The dude had integrity in the Southern District of New York, but in the East Virginia district, Eastern District of Virginia, that guy had no integrity. He was like, sure, okay, I'll take your bribe. So one by one, this Billy Barr is going around the country and corrupting the Justice Department by installing these acting people who only serve Donald and not the Constitution. Alright, I'm full up, dude. Where are ya, my homie? So I'm doing this because it's mindless. It's supposed to be mindless. And that lets me talk, right? If I can't do this, I can't talk. He's not showing up. I need to dump some of this stuff. Come on, what's going on? Alright. Man, I gotta find a way. Look at these slimes, are ridiculous. You can't stop them from spawning. You can't do it. They don't care about the light level. They're gonna spawn in your face no matter what. It's so annoying. Like, I'm not sure if I like these new spawn mechanics. I don't know, maybe it's comparable to Java. And then I'm like, man, no wonder I don't play Java. No, I don't play Java because it runs like crap. So there's all this stuff going on. I'm like, I know I'm throwing a bunch of stuff at you at once, but damn, the world's so big and so much is going on, and it's all interrelated. So information wants to make more of itself. That's what I was trying to get to. That was my point, remember? It's all about information. So the world, you have to understand that the world is a whole bunch of information encoded. And and propagating itself through time. And white supremacy is one. Okay, and Susan Blackmore, Dr. Blackmore, I think her name, posited that that these memes act like genes in as much as they can, you know, form memeplexes. Things like complexes of memes that happen to reinforce one another. What? Really? That only happens in fortresses, I thought. Having those things. And we're nowhere near a fortress, dude. I don't even know where I am. Oh, that's right. My buddy hasn't returned. Time to go check it out. Okay, so memes form memeplexes where they, you know, oh, there it goes. Now he's coming back. Oh, maybe I was out of the range for it to, out of the simulation distance is what I'm saying. Out of simulation distance. Can't simulate if you're out of distance, out of the distance of simulation, right? Right. Okay. So this stuff is propagating through time. Oh, I forgot to put the game name, right? That's what I... Oh yeah, no, it's there. Yeah. No one wants to watch your stream, dude. All right. So I was talking. Okay. So memeplexes. So in genetics, in real genes, there are genes that help each other, complexes of genes that help each other, so that they get expressed in the organism. Because, you know, not every trait in a gene gets expressed in the organism. Like, the information will carry in the organism, but it may not get expressed. I mean, it's like recessive genes. You know, like recessive and like dominant genes. Yeah. So, like, that's how we have variation in organisms, in human beings, or in any organism. In any organism, right? They carries, like, some people carry a recessive gene. Like, a mutation, it's just a different, maybe it's a mutation, I don't know. It's a different instruction set than the dominant gene. And so this can be carried by the organism, but it may not be expressed. It's recessive. It only gets expressed when it gets reproduced with another organism that carries that recessive gene. And then again, if they both are just carriers and not actually expressing it, if they're just or if they're just carriers of the gene, there's still another 50%, 25% chance, I forget how much, that it even works out, that gene will be expressed in the organism if it's recessive. If it's dominant, it's a bigger chance of being expressed. Okay. So that dynamic also, you know, can also work in the social world. That's all in society. This kind of dynamic also works. You can have complexes of memes that reinforce one another. And you could say that institutions themselves are just complexes of memes that reinforce one another so that they get expressed in the society over time, just like a gene does. And that these memes are fighting for expression in society. So that ideas such as equality, justice, truth, in order for these ideas to be expressed in society, they have to compete against ideas that are the opposite, like injustice, falsehood, misinformation, bad information, noise, injustice, lies, slavery as the opposite of liberty, slavery. Should go back this way. All right, so and that's what we're literally in, the kind of battle that we're in right now, because we're trying to express the United States. The ideal of the United States is truth, justice, and liberty for all. Right, that is the guiding principle of the United States. Right, these ideas. These are the things that we want expressed in society. We want to see the manifestations of truth, justice, and liberty in society. All right. The opposite is the opposite of truth, justice, and liberty would be fascism, would be power. Power doesn't care about truth, justice, and liberty. Power only cares about itself. Power only wants more power. You know, concentrated power. Power wants to concentrate itself. It wants to like merge together and be concentrated in one area and then therefore not in other areas. So that's fascism. And that is opposite of the United States. Because fascism doesn't care about truth, justice, and liberty. It doesn't care what the truth is. It only cares about power. That's the dynamic. That's the thing about it. That's the idea that wants to be expressed, and that's the idea that was expressed in nature and in society for the longest time. Right? The law of the jungle states that might makes right. That it only matters who has the power. That's it. Who has the power? And these higher ideals of truth, justice, and liberty are irrelevant. It's only about power. So the world that the founding fathers of the United States, the idea that they tried to create and they made imperfectly was that no, it's not about power, because there are higher concepts than power that we can manifest. And these higher ideals are truth, justice, and liberty. We can manifest these things. We can make these things real. We can make a society built on these things. And that society will be better than any society created from power, from just naked power. And in service to these ideals, we will make sacrifices. We will make sacrifices. We will sacrifice things in service to these ideals, in order for them to come into being, into our world and be reflected in our society. Now, no one's arguing that they did it perfectly. In fact, they did a terrible job, at first. But it was such a beautiful idea that all over the world, other people said, "Yeah, that's such a great idea. We want to copy you," and they did. Because after the United States made this thing called democracies, all these other nations copied. They followed the same direction. They went in pursuit of truth, justice, and liberty. They created they created democratic societies. Societies in which the power of the state is diffused into the people, so that concentration of power was limited because the power was diffused in the people through the vote. And furthermore, in a lot of those nations, they discovered that power and wealth go hand in hand. So that if you want to diffuse power, you have to diffuse wealth. They go hand in hand. Power and wealth go together. You cannot diffuse power without also diffusing wealth. When I say diffuse, I mean make less concentrated. Concentrate and diffuse like a fog. You want to diffuse the wealth into society and not just concentrate it into the hands of the few. Because wealth itself is power. Concentrated wealth is power. Alright, so I've been hanging out in this corner and away from the machine over there, so it's not working. And these slimes won't stop spawning. And look at them warp too. Look at them. Whoa. 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 All over the place. Slimes everywhere. I'm overwhelmed. I'm the only one on my world, so I don't have anyone to sell this extra slimes to. Alright, dude, you're taking too long. What I need is... Can I make a faster way of doing it? No, because this thing only... Well, if I can make this tick fast... If I can make a double input and make this go faster. But the problem is, every other fast tick one I have, it will break. I can try to throw in the observer. That's like double speed, I think. The whole point was that it was supposed to be automatic, so I didn't have to do it like this, but... Okay, observers. I bet you can do it with 2 observers. Can I make it... It goes like tick tick real quick. If I do 2 observers looking at each other, yep, flash, flash, flash. But is that the fastest? That looks just as fast as the other one. Tick, tick, tick. Let's find out. So society is at an inflection point about which ideas we're going to propagate into the future. It's at the moment of folding, like a protein. And which direction are we going to fold in? And there's 2 directions: fascism, which is the concentration of power, or socialism, democratic socialism, in which the power and the wealth is diffused into the people. That's the moment we're at right now. These 2 ideas cannot coexist. And only one can be expressed in the society at any given time. Oh, it's over here, the clock that spits it out. Alright. This is only a test. Now it's not working. Ha ha ha. Alright, so I'm going to replace this block with... Oh, here. Oh yeah, it goes faster. Look at it. It goes hella fast. Is it going faster than the hopper though? It's going faster than the hopper can put it in. Ha ha ha, you said put it in. So I need to put another hopper in. It needs to come in from 2 directions. So I can... Man, I can move this stuff. and make my double hopper, or my double this way and this way. Oh no, not like that. No, not like that. Come on, dude. No. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay. So then this hopper, instead of going... Is it going in? Yeah, here. So what we'll do... Oh no. Damn it. Is that this hopper is going to go this way. Well, I want to place. Go. There it goes. Damn. Lagging. Yes, I'm lagging. Okay, now I gotta go get another rail. Do I have any golden rails? No. So I have to make some. Golden rails! There'll be gold in them there rails. There'll be gold. No joke. Okay, so next time, this hopper line's going into this thing here, which will go this way into this side, and then hopefully let's see if it goes double speed. Right? That's the hope. Let me go throw stuff in there. Well, I have to, right? I'm almost full up. No, no, it's not. All right. Well, here, let me go this side. Okay. Information. Society's at an inflection point. It's all information. Whose information is going to reproduce? Whose information will reproduce? Now, the fascist end is a dead end. If we go down the fascist road, we're dead. That's why we're in the mess we're in to begin with. Oh, look at that again. Look at that. The fascist road is a dead end. It's the death route. Because the fascist route is going to lead to, well, mass death. It already is with COVID-19. And it will lead to even more mass death of the entire planet because fascists don't care. Their ruling ethos is power. They have no foresight, they have no vision. They're like bad evolution of memes. A bad fold of consciousness. But we have to overcome them. We have to beat them. And the way we're going to beat them is by expanding our consciousness. Now, I'm like, oh yeah, expanding consciousness. What does that even mean? Well, I'm here trying to tell you what I know in hopes that you will recognize the existential danger that we're in. And that you'll recognize that everything you do is significant. When I'm talking about folding proteins, like life is information. Everything you do is information. Oh, I'm full up. Yay! And what you do is like is the encoding of information. You encode space-time itself into information. So when you reproduce behaviors of a certain idea, you bring into world that idea. And when you reproduce the behaviors of a different other idea, you are reproducing that idea. So fascists, because so the word is sacred. The word is sacred. Truth is important. Truth is an aspect of God. So if you don't believe in truth, you don't believe in God. So this is how you get even atheists to admit to an aspect of God. Some kind of godhoodness. Because if the atheist doesn't believe in God, or doesn't believe in truth, well then, like, they're nihilists. I don't know. They're malicious nihilists. Because I'm sure there's a libertarian, not libertarian, but liberation nihilism. Like, if you believe that nothing matters at all, like absolutely nothing matters, then that frees you to do anything. So there's a way of making nihilism into a positive force, into a force of liberation. Because if nothing matters and there's no meaning in anything, then you are free to do anything you want, because nothing matters. So why not fight for truth, justice, and liberty? Like, isn't that cool? Isn't that great? Like, how absurd? How absurd that anyone would care about truth, justice, and liberty. I mean, big deal. There's another one there. Ah! Oh, it died. Oh no, it moved into the next one. Okay. How absurd that anyone would care about truth, justice, and liberty. Let alone care enough about it that they would die for it. Like, who would do that? And yet, if nothing matters and everything is true, then truth, justice, and liberty are so important that they're worth dying for. So, information, we're in an information war. Russia knows it cannot defeat the West with arms right now, because the West, well, the democracy, not just the West, but all the democracies. All the democracies banded together are too powerful, because they banded together. They defend each other. They help each other, because they believe in the same ideals of truth, justice, and liberty. And they also believe in diffusing power into the people. Right. So Russia is a fascist state, in that it's ruled only by power. Like, the form of fascism is different for every country, but in Russia it's like mafia combined with totalitarian state. But it's fascism. It's the Russian flavor of fascism. And it is at war with the United States, because the United States is a nation ruled by the rule of law. Because we believe in truth, justice, and liberty, we can have this thing called rule of law, where it's not about like your status in society or your wealth. It's about the truth and the justice. That's how come you can have liberty, because you have truth and justice. Without truth and justice, you cannot have liberty. And if you do have, if you're free, if you have liberty to do something and someone else does not unjustly, then it's not really liberty you have at all. It's oppression. You have privilege. The privilege of your power. Oh man, see, if anyone asked me questions, or like, if I had someone to talk to, this would be like amazing. I have a lot. I just have no way to like get it out. I mean, I could try to write a poem, but like, who listens to poems anymore? I mean, I guess it's now's the time, right? Everyone, it's everything. But then I have to write something new, and I don't know what I would write. Like, it's too big to describe in a poem. I guess I was explaining it yesterday to Sergio, in a condensed fashion, but yeah, America is worth fighting for. America is truth, justice, and liberty. And people who try to claim America for themselves are liars. The white supremacists who wave around flags and say blue lives matter and all lives matter, they're liars. They're Confederates. So remember, truth, justice, and liberty matter to Americans. But to fascists, to Confederates, no, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters to them is power. So fascists will use whatever symbols and say whatever words, because to the fascists, words don't have any meaning. They recognize certain words have power, so they will use whatever words give them power, but they don't care about the content of the words. They only care about the power quotient. So they'll say that, oh yeah, that they're on Team America, but their actions and their words show that they are not on Team America. They're on Team Confederate, Team Fascist. But they will say America because they recognize there's power in it. And they want to claim that power for themselves. Just like with the Hawaiian shirt. They recognize Hawaiian shirts have a beauty and a power in them. And they want to claim it for themselves. So yeah, the white supremacists will steal concepts from other cultures, but they suck out the content, the meaning of it. Hawaiian shirts are not about white supremacy at all. Not at all. They're about islander sovereignty, an expression of who islanders are at their core, who Hawaiians are at their core. It's an expression of who they are. It's not about white supremacy at all. And white supremacists stealing culture for their own ends, it's like blackface. I mean, it's just another form of blackface. Trying to make white Hawaiian t-shirts into white supremacy. It's just another form of blackface. It's power. You suck out all the content and make it serve white supremacy instead. Yeah. F you guys. You guys are lame. Or bad. You guys are bad. Right? White supremacists don't care. The only thing that they abide by is power. They don't abide by truth. They don't abide by justice. They only abide by power. Oh man, I'm so angry today. I have a bunch of stuff I wanted to show, but I've been digging in the dirt forever. Here, let's see if this thing works. I'm gonna throw a whole bunch of stuff at you. Okay, should go double speed. Nothing's coming through there. Is it locked? It's locked. It got locked somehow. How's it locked? Is this not going in the right direction? Ugh. There it goes. Now it's moving. Okay, how fast is it going? Same speed. That hopper's... Why is it not moving, dude? Why aren't you moving? Do you move? You move. Yeah, it'll go faster if it gets there, but this guy is locked. What power is... Oh, this here is doing it. If I have that somewhere else, if I power it somewhere else, it goes hella fast. Yeah, see, that's... And then it won't take so long. It's only going one at a time. Why are you going one at a time, dude? Oh, because you weren't on both hoppers. Man, all sorts of problems with this. Look at this. Alright, how do I power these rails? Oh, right here. There we go. Are you locked, my hopper? I don't think so. Yeah, there it goes. Now it's flowing. Yep, it's flowing. So, I have to make you so you stop on both of these. I wonder how I do that. Put a delay on it, a one-tick delay. Let's see if that does. Put a delay on it. Let me grab some moolah, some stuff to fill my carts with. Yeah. What I need is a beacon. Because this is kind of annoying how slow this is. Slimes everywhere, but I don't want slime balls anymore. I don't need your slime balls. I don't even want your slime balls. Why don't you go be a slime somewhere else, you dirty slime balls? Right, okay. Alright, here. I can put in dirty slime balls. There we go. I got something to put in there. And away you go. Teach me. No! Alright, so no, I need to make this faster somehow. Let me look at my designs here. What do I got? Minecraft build picks. This is the one. No. This is. I don't need the. I need the unloader. Okay. That's not the one I'm using. That's the one I should use, maybe. No, that's the loader again. There's the unloader. That's the unloader I'm using. That's not working. So how about this other unloader? Okay, this other unloader, how do you do this? So there's a comparator into the hopper, into a block, with a redstone torch on it. On top of the comparator is another block with a piece of redstone dust. No redstone. I'm in a mine with no redstone. Come on. Get out of here. That's good. And then you gotta The redstone is on top of it, and then there's a block here. Ta-da! Is this one faster or better? Because that other one doesn't work. I need it to fall in between. So depending on how fast that is, let's see. Let's test it. There's already stuff in here. Go! Ha ha ha! Hey, look at that, perfect! Unloading at double speed. The dropper is unloading at double speed. That is fantastic. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Efficiency. All right, so where was I? Man, I was painting this gigantic picture. And like it's too big. It's too big, the picture I'm painting. I can't do it. I mean, don't say that. Say yes, you can. Yes, I can do it. Paint a big picture. But man, I don't know what I need. Maybe I need to write it down or something. I don't know. Like, I need encouragement. I don't know. Are you being a stupid artist? Who knows? Maybe. Like, but I think it's important. Maybe I don't have time. Maybe no one's here to help me, and I'm on my own. I don't know. Anyways, I've been going for, tell me, an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half. That's enough time for me. I saved a bunch of stuff, but I can save that for the normal Sunday morning at 8 a.m. local time. Pogokero's redstone lapis lazuli. Be there and like ask questions. I can explain things better. Okay, until next time, fight the fascism. Peace. Stop.